The woke Winter Olympics are only 1 day old, and so far, 4 things have happened that have made most Americans go, this sucks. Bring on LA. The 4th one, by the way, is one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard of in my life. And also very, 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 very insulting to Americans. Let's start with number 1, the Satanic Olympics. Wah. I don't know if it's Europeans or Italians or what's going on. I don't know what this is a celebration of, but everybody was totally shocked by the satanic ritualistic images that adorned the opening ceremonies. This was in Milan. It looks like a pentagram. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5 sides. It's inverted, which, I mean, anyone who saw The Omen when they were growing up knows that an inverted pentagram is a sign of the devil. It's also red and fiery. Somebody wrote, as if you needed more proof that this world is run by Satan and his minions, this doesn't look like the Winter Olympics to me. It is true. I'm not really sure what this has to do with the Winter Olympics. I guess you could claim that the fire theme has something to do with Dante or Dante's Inferno. He was, as a matter of fact, he was Italian, so maybe they're trying to draw that in. This isn't the first time, though, that the opening ceremonies have had this kind of weird imagery. Here's some more views of it. This is, again, it looks like there's some kind of wizard as well who's I don't know what the wizard's doing, but the wizard's doing something there. There's also there's another shot of the fiery, glowing, satanic ball of pentagram hovering over. Here's just an open this kind of looks like, I don't know, it kind of looks like a Quidditch court or something like that, but this really took over. Here's Daily Romania actually drew a comparison between the demonic pentagram and the opening ceremonies flame thingy that was hovering overboard. It's been all the news, people talking about the opening ceremonies and why there've been so many satanic symbols. Just again, it's something that is disturbing, but also not at all surprising. I'm not sure what this has to do with athletics or the celebration of the world or the celebration of Italy, but that was the first thing right out of the gate that made people go, wow. It's going to be one of these Olympic Games. The second thing that really turned off a lot of Americans was one of our athletes kind of poo-pooing the United States. This is Hunter Hess. He's an Olympic skier, and he was asked a question by one of the woke members of the media. What's it like to represent the United States of America? Now, the stock answer should be friggin' awesome, right? Every athlete, and I don't know if they don't have training. I don't know if they don't have media training or whatnot, but some marketing agent should have talked to all of these athletes beforehand and said, look, you're on the world stage. If somebody says, hey, what's it like competing for the United States of America? You go, freaking awesome. We're going to crush everybody. That's not what Hunter Hess said.
It brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. If it aligns with my moral values, I feel like I'm representing it. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. So yeah, I just kind of want to do it for my friends and my family and the people that support me getting here.
I want to do it for my friends, my family, and the people that support me getting here. No, you want to do it for the United States of America. And if you don't want to do it for the United States of America, kindly take that flag off of your shoulder. We'll find somebody else who does. I guarantee there's other subpar skiers out there who are interested in taking your spot in Milan to represent the United States. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You're not there to represent your friends and your family and the people that helped you there. You're representing the greatest, most powerful, most economically solid, and militarily lethal country in the entire world. It's a dream and it's an experiment that has been so successful and has reaped so many rewards for so many people in such little time. You're over there in a country that is thousands of years old, competing against other people from countries that are thousands of years old. And here we are celebrating our 250th anniversary. And this clown case heads over to Milan and goes, well, I don't like everything that the flag represents, so I'm just here for my parents. I'm sure your parents are real proud. Some people are now actively rooting against Hunter Hess from the United States of America. I may be one of them. Number 3, are we on 3? Yeah. Is J.D. Vance, the vice president of the United States, getting booed or maybe not? There was a fake news clip making the rounds where the announcers who were mentioning, this is during the opening ceremonies when Team USA was walking in their big Ralph Lauren jackets. They have these big Ralph Lauren, pea coats with the buckles and everything, very smartly dressed. But they were introducing Team USA, and somebody said that JD Vance and his wife Usha and their kids were booed when they were. Well, that was the clip that aired, but some people who were on the ground there noticed that there was a very, very different outlook. In fact, Eric Daughtry posted this clip on X and said, "The fake news has just been caught red-handed lying that JD Vance got booed. Turns out video proof shows the crowd roared and the cheers were even louder than they were for Italy." I don't hear a massive difference between the two, but as somebody who has been both cheered and booed in my time, I will say that sometimes it's a little difficult to tell the difference between the two. Also, I know that sometimes we used to have a guy, Smoot, who played for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and every time he would come on the field, people would go, "Smoot!" and it sounded like they were booing him, but they were just yelling his last name. Maybe these were fans of Usha Vance, and they were going, "Usha!" and it sounded like a boo. I'll be honest with you, it's very difficult to tell the difference between the two, and if it was boos, then who cares? It's a sign of strength. If your vice president is booed internationally on the world stage, it's because all of those countries that used to take advantage of us know that we're now too strong and too well run for them to take advantage of us. If they're booing us, it's because we finally put them in their place, and nobody likes to be put in their place. If they were cheering us, it's because we're a bunch of suckers. And thanks to President Donald Trump and Vice President JD Vance, we are no longer a bunch of suckers, which brings us to number 4. And this is probably the worst, most disgusting, most vile thing that's happened so far in the first day of the Olympics in Italy. This is a skier by the name of, what's his name? Gus something or other. His name is Gus Kensworthy. He apparently was American born, but he's a British citizen, and he went to go and ski for Great Britain. He posted a photo of this, I don't know if we would call it an ice sculpture, but he wrote in the ice with his own bodily fluids, aka pee-pee, F ice, and he blurted out there. Now, at first glance, I thought this might have been an AI photo, because if you notice, the F ice is very, very, very well written. And as someone, again, who has urinated in the snow before, it's very difficult to get such precise lines. However, after several different news agencies reported on this, clearly this is a real photo. This guy, this British skier representing Great Britain at the Olympics in Milan, dropped his drawers, whipped it out, and urinated F ice in the snow with, again, great penmanship or penmanship, I guess you would say. But the worst part is he put it on the internet for everybody to see, which is, I don't know. I mean, are you there to ski or are you there to make yourself look like an idiot? I guess this guy, the answer is both. Look, this was just the first 24 hours of the Olympics, which last for a few weeks. I imagine there will be more ridiculous incidents just like these in the days ahead. If you would like to continue to listen and to see and to be updated on all the news, not just from the Olympics, but from here in the United States of America, make sure you subscribe to this channel right now so that you will never, ever, ever miss an update.